I was having a CHINWAG with my friend the other day and we were discussing the prices of food these days. I asked her if she thought supermarkets would lower their prices again and she said, when pigs fly. Hello, it's Carly from Learn English with Carly and welcome to this 7th video in our Everyday English Idioms series. As many of you know, I'm originally from London, England, so the majority of the idioms that we will cover today are used in British English. That's not to say that they aren't used in other parts of the English-speaking world, but these are idioms that I've heard my family and friends use recently and that I would like to share with you. Do let me know if there are similar idioms in your first language. I love hearing from you and comparing our native languages, so feel free to write to me. I will always reply. Let's get to our first idiom today. As I said, I love having a CHINWAG with my friends. This means to have a casual, friendly conversation. It's often used to describe a relaxed chat with friends or acquaintances such as a neighbour. Let's see how we use it in everyday English in different tenses. When I speak to my grandmother, we always have a CHINWAG about the good old days. I met my friend Sarah for coffee yesterday and we had a lovely CHINWAG about our holiday plans. My neighbour and I love having a CHINWAG over the garden fence. If you feel stressed, why not have a CHINWAG with a friend? It can really help. It's about time we got together to have a good old CHINWAG. So CHINWAG is really just another word for chat. Who do you like having a CHINWAG with? Now, when you're having a CHINWAG with a friend, it may be that your friend pours their heart out. To pour your heart out means to express your deepest feelings or emotions openly and honestly, usually to someone you trust, but it could also be between strangers too. This idiom is typically used when someone shares personal thoughts, worries or experiences, usually in a vulnerable moment. After a long week, my friend poured her heart out about her struggles at work. Harry has been pouring his heart out ever since his girlfriend broke up with him. It's been a tough time for him. Whenever I feel overwhelmed, I know I can pour my heart out to my sister and she will listen. In her latest blog post, the blogger poured her heart out about the challenges of motherhood. If you ever need to talk, don't hesitate to pour your heart out. I'm always here for you. Now to an idiom that I remember my dad using when I was younger and I asked him for money, and that I now use with my own child. To fork out money or to shell out money. To fork out money or to shell out money means to spend or pay a significant amount of money, usually reluctantly or unexpectedly. This idiom is typically used when someone is required to pay for something that they may not want to, or when the expense is larger than they first thought. I had to fork out a small fortune for car repairs last week. It was quite a shock. I seem to be shelling out more money for bills these days. Are you? Dad's been complaining about having to fork out money for his kids' school trips every year. Why does it always seem that I'm forking out money? I'm sure many of us can relate to that. Olivia didn't expect to have to shell out so much for her friend's hen party. Now, a hen party is the party that a bride-to-be has with her female friends and family before she gets married. In American and Canadian English, a bachelorette party is used instead. For a man in Britain, we use a stag party. And again, the American and Canadian English is a bachelor's or a bachelor's party. Do couples who are getting married have hen and stag parties in your country? What do you call them in your language? Our fourth idiom today is curiosity killed the cat. This saying serves as a warning against being too curious and asking too many questions about something. It suggests that by looking too deeply into matters, this can lead to trouble or undesirable consequences. While it's good to be curious, remember that curiosity killed the cat. Some things are better left alone. Sheila learnt the hard way that curiosity kills the cat after she pried into her friend's private matters. To pry is a higher level English verb meaning to try to find out private facts about someone. Lee was tempted to snoop through his colleagues' emails, but then he remembered that curiosity killed the cat. Do you have a good sentence that you can tell me about how we can use curiosity killed the cat? Remember to write to me to practice these idioms and to compare them to idioms in your own language. I love hearing from you. Now, keeping on the animal theme, our fifth and final idiom today is a funny one: when pigs fly. This phrase is used to express skepticism or disbelief about something happening. It implies that the event or situation is so unlikely that it will never occur. My son said he would clean his room without being asked, but I'll believe that when pigs fly. The supermarkets have promised to lower prices, but I know that will happen when pigs fly. Rangers will win the league again when pigs fly. Do you think politicians will ever keep their promises? When pigs fly. I doubt my friend will ever be on time. That'll be the day when pigs fly. There we have it. 5 more British English idioms for you to learn to recognise in your reading and listening, and to use if you feel comfortable to do so in your speaking and writing. I look forward to hearing from you and reading your sentences with these idioms and how they compare to those in your native language. I can't wait to work with you again in our next English lesson. Take care in the meantime. Bye for now.